That's why I smile, laugh, and motivate. Born in the struggle, I know what it takes. That's why I smile, laugh, and motivate.
I chillin' with unity, smile at the real, but the ones that was haters will never be granted immunity. Work with the willing, but who I kept slacking and sinking this ship, and they knew. I do these shows, bro. I still get nervous.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It be driving me crazy. It's so weird because I'll be in here I'm always at least here like hour and a half before the setup.
Yeah.
You know, 'cause the chairs are normally just all 4 chairs.
Yeah.
So I set up. So you would think that'd give me time to get the jitters out, right?
Yeah.
But it never does. As soon as I sit down, I'm like, damn, all right. What I got to move around a lot and shit. Like that's ADD.
That's fair. Actually, I'm still like that with every show.
Yeah.
Like performing every show. I've been performing since 2004.
Mm-hmm.
And I get this nauseous feeling right before I go on, and like I get the spins. And
Yeah.
I gotta literally be by myself.
Right.
And then when I get on stage, it's like just turns off.
Yeah, I'm telling you, as soon as I open my mouth.
Yeah. It's like, let's go.
So I used to start my show with like, yo, what's good? It's your boy, hella big, hella loud, and that would make it disappear.
Oh, snap. Okay.
But as time has passed, I've realized like, oh, I can just start it. Because as soon as I start talking and I get in the groove of things, you'll see I get to moving different. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
Then
Yes, sir.
the nervousness just goes away. So I can definitely relate to you there, man. But man, for the people that that's listening or maybe watching at this time.
Yes, sir.
And they don't know who you are, man. I mean, shit. I'm just now meeting you since you've been in the studio. Well, welcome to the show, man. It's the JusB Show.
Man.
But tell them who you are, bro.
Man, I am James Wade, musician, songwriter. I do digital branding and marketing. I'm a leader of life, man. I'm genuinely here for a purpose. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just I make everything my ministry. So
Right.
I'm just here. I do nonprofit work. I try to be a mentor to others. I'm just trying to be a light, bro.
Yeah.
And everybody call me the light. That's actually
everybody call you the light.
Yeah,
That's
sir.
like your nickname.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my
and
thing.
James Wade, that's not a stage name. That's your actual name.
No, that's my actual name. Yeah, I always wanted to go with my name. I always wanted to give people my authentic self.
Right.
You know, so everybody like, man, is he taking us through the journey? I'm like, yeah, I'm giving you everything. I'm giving it to you, honest and direct, authentic.
You said some key words, man. You said you like to be your authentic self.
Yes, sir.
You know, that's what the whole JusB brand is about.
Yes,
just
sir.
really being your authentic self.
100%.
And the person standing right in front of you is just cool with it.
Yes, sir. Yes,
That's
sir.
life, bro.
Yeah,
For me
100%.
at least, and for you at least,
Man,
that's
I mean
life.
that.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And then the other thing you said was, I want to take you on this journey.
Yes.
Take people on that journey.
Yes,
you
sir.
feel me? That's just, I feel like that's important, bro. What they say, trust the process.
Yep, man.
Success ain't about the destination. It's about the process.
Yes, sir.
That's the fun shit.
Man, I try to always instill that in others when I meet them, because I always say, if you don't have the result you want, then the process isn't correct, right? And you should always focus on the process. The process will get you the result because you're working backwards.
Yeah.
You always like, you can say, this is my ideology or this is how I move in a certain way, but if you're not getting the result you want, then you should change the process.
Right.
And so it's also part of the journey. Sometimes you got to take stuff out of the journey. You got to take people out. You got to move in a different space for you to be the most effective. And that's what I'm big about, just being the most effective human being I can.
Hey, that's a really hard thing to do, bro.
Yes,
Taking
sir.
people out of the journey.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? I've had to do more than just the last recent years, just all my life. I've always been a go-getter. Now, I ain't finna lie and say that I ain't had some bumps in the road where I was like not the go-getter.
Yes,
you know,
sir.
I wanted
Yes,
to
sir.
be. It always been on my mind, but for the most part, I've always been a go-getter. So I've always had to transition and pivot to go down different routes, different avenues,
Yes, sir.
to get to my destination. And I'm still not there. It's still a process. I'm still in my process.
Yes, sir.
Right?
No, amen to that. Amen
But
to that.
taking the people out that you want them to go with you the most.
No,
These are the people
100%.
you love, cherish, and care about.
I know.
Your family. You feel me? Having to take certain people out or friends.
Yes, sir.
Even spouses or, that one girl that was that one. You know
Yeah,
what I
no,
mean?
100%.
No matter who it is, bro.
100%.
I feel like that's the hardest shit to do.
Yeah, I agree with that holistically. Like, I think that when you look at that overall, I think with anyone's kind of path to growth and progress, like it's harder to let go of things, and especially people that genuinely you have this like tie with, like you've had all this history with them, like there's feelings there, like they got a special place in your heart. I don't know, man. I had mentors that were like extremely, like I would kind of call it ruthless in a good way, and they would always teach me like, the people that are the most successful let people who BS the most waste the least amount of their time. And so I've always genuinely, honestly been like self-preservation. Like I love you enough to know that I have to let you go. And if what I believe is true about you, like you have the promise and the potential to get here again, then I'll see you again. I gotta have faith in that process. But I'm finna let you go now because you in the way of my growth. You in the way of my process. And, you know, I had a lot of issues with that growing up because I was so like that. Like I was very like, this is where I'm going. If you're not on my train, I'm gonna leave you. And people always looked at that a certain way until it worked. Yeah. And for me, so it I guess it was, and I think it was a little bit easier for me because I wasn't really a very social child. Like I was more into doing things. Like I was already like in second grade, third grade. I was just, how many push-ups and sit-ups can I do? How can I learn how to run this? I didn't think about how many friends do I have, and stuff like that. I just didn't care. I was like, I'm gonna outdo everybody and I'm gonna be the smartest, the strongest, the this, the that, the most charismatic, and then everybody else I have to fall in line. Like I really thought like that as a child. Right. And then, like I said, it's pretty ruthless, but that's why I say.
It's not though.
You see what I'm saying?
It's not though. I was just the opposite though. I was probably what you was doing and some as far as what I was trying to do because I wanted to have the most friends.
Yeah. Okay.
Right?
Okay.
But I ain't gonna say I bought my friends because I used to like charge them to like jump on my trampoline. Hey. But I was the only kid in the neighborhood with the trampoline.
Smart.
You know what I mean? Or there was another kid across the street, right? Hey, shout out to my homie Joseph. He's still my homie, right?
Yeah, yeah.
He was the kid across the street with the trampoline, but that's all he had that other kids could use. I had the trampoline, the full-size pool table, a basketball court. I had the bike that looked like the motorcycle. And then I used to get the can stuck in it.
Yeah.
I was him. You know what I mean?
Props. Yeah. I had none
Shout
of that.
out to Moms though.
Yeah.
Because Moms was the one that made it happen. So she would buy me like 2 of things so that me and a friend could play together.
Oh, that's dope.
You feel me?
That's dope.
Yeah, spoiled.
Yeah, I was gonna say my mom would never.
Yeah,
she'd be like, go play with some rocks or something. Like, yeah, I love that. Hey,
but I also was trying to do like the most push-ups and the most sit-ups. Till I found out I had friends that was doing the most push-ups and the most sit-ups. I was like, damn, I can't be there for shit. So, but I would win by having the most friends.
Yeah, I hear you.
Because I was like popular.
Yeah.
You know, popularity gets you somewhere sometimes. Until it don't.
No, 100%. And that's the weird part I even had growing up. Because, like, I was popular, but now looking back on it, I don't know why. Because I don't think I was I think I was gracious, and I think I just had that Southern hospitality, like, charm. But I didn't necessarily think that I was great with people.
Right.
I think that I was so focused on, and it was just, again, like I started doing well in sports very early. I started doing well in school very early. So I was always the biggest, strongest, smartest. And so like you got to rep for that. But again, I wasn't necessarily like great to be around.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I didn't realize how important relationship building was and connection was until I got older. But like we talked about, like off camera, like I moved around a lot.
Right.
So I didn't have that. Like, I didn't have that idea of, like, relationships meant a lot.
Were you military, or why'd you move around?
No, it was actually, man, it was some family issues where my mom was just trying to find her way. And, you know, we kind of had to move and shake. Sometimes in the middle of the night, we had to get up and move to another state. It was kind of that, you feel me? So, it was that, man, and it was difficult, right? Because, like I said, you get somewhere, you want to naturally be liked, and then it's like, but you know, I could be here a year and be gone.
Right.
So
look,
now your energy's different.
You cool, but I mean, shit,
like,
I'm leaving soon.
Yeah, I ain't gonna,
I'm sure.
Right.
I'm sure.
You know what I'm saying? So like that's I guess that's where the disconnect came from me, where it was just like it don't make no sense to even be trying to build relationships like that. I ain't gonna be here. You know what I mean? Let me just make my mark while I'm here and go about my business.
Right. So your focus in any arena, in any environment was more so let me continue to build a strong relationship with myself.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Then I can withstand having some sometime friends for a moment. You know what I mean? I get that.
Man, I was like, if I'm the best version of myself and I got God, who could beat me?
Yeah.
Like, can't nobody touch me.
Yeah.
So I've always had that conviction. So, and that was in me as a child. They used to call me preacher man in middle school.
I love it, man.
You know what I mean?
I can feel that energy about you, man. It was a few things that I picked up on. Like, okay, it's like this, right? I got dope people around me, bro, but it's not many people around me with my same energy.
Yes, sir.
You feel me?
Yes,
I don't feel that often.
Yes, sir.
I can probably name 5 people, and I'll name drop these people, right?
Yeah.
James Wade, Chosen Rue.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean?
Shout out.
You know, me and Icy got a vibe. You know what I'm saying? We and that's not just because he on my team. We really got a vibe.
Yo.
You feel me?
Go. Straight.
Who
legend.
else? It's a few more people.
Yes, sir.
But it's not many, bro.
Yes, sir.
When I seen you get out the car, you start walking that way. I called you. You turn around. You didn't say nothing, but you turned around and you look. You kind of gave this look, and I was just like, "That's how I be moving, right?" So it's like I want to come, but who is you? Hold up, man.
Right.
I don't care that you got the blazer on. Who is you? You know what I mean? And then you walked up. You wasn't. You dressed like regular, like you just chilling.
Yes, sir.
And I love that.
Yes, sir.
Coming to an interview or not, that means you pay attention, bro. It's all just be yourself, bro. I say that every day.
Yes, sir.
Just be yourself, bro. Just come as you are. I accept it. You got a cool vibe. Then you came up, and the energy that came off of you was just like, yo, I'm just chill.
Yes, sir.
I'm here to do business, but I'm chilling, bro. What you want? Oh, that's how you get down? Cool. Let's rock. You want to walk to the store? I'm going too.
Yep.
You feel me?
Nah,
just no
100%.
question to ask, just cool vibes, and you just took it at face value.
Yes, sir.
And I love that, bro. I love that.
Man, I
and
appreciate
then you
that.
got the dreads, you know what I'm saying? Now, locks, dread. You call them locks or dreads?
I call them locks.
Okay, you got the locks.
Yes, sir.
You got you got the shirt on. It's a black and white picture of J. Cole and Kendrick Lamar. They are lyricists. They are
what I'm
lyricists.
about, man.
And then you played your music, right?
Yes, sir.
And I was like, okay. He thinks very deeply. Then I found out your age, and I was like, oh, we rocking. We rocking, bro.
Yes, sir.
So having that type of energy is it does speak for itself as far as you loving yourself.
Yes, sir.
You caring about you protecting your energy and how you move around people.
Yes, sir.
It's not how people move around you. You worried about how you moving.
Yes,
Because
sir.
as long as you continue to move the way you moving, what everybody else doing don't even matter.
I don't even worry about it. Yes, sir.
It don't even matter, like, bro.
100%.
All right, y'all weird, but I ain't even got to say that or nothing. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
The difference between us is I do say it. I'll tell them, like, hey, bro, you a little weird, bro. It's cool, though. I still rock with you, but that's a little strange. You feel me? So
I can
always,
appreciate that.
always
Yeah.
keep that up, man. Don't ever change that part about
Man,
you.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate that.
Let's jump into self-love real quick.
Yes, sir.
Since we on that topic, man.
Yes, sir.
Let's jump into the fact that you're a vegan.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. How long you been what made you go into did you used to eat meat?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, yeah,
What
yeah,
happened?
definitely,
Tell me the
bro.
story a little bit.
So, I would say this happened. I went vegan late 2018.
Okay.
So around that time, I started to find like I was a little sluggish when I was playing sports. Like I was still working out all the time, and I do a lot of like circuit training. So after a while, it's like I know what my body can take. I know, how fast I'm moving. Like I see the increases, and then it kind of hit a wall. Where it was like, okay, I'm not jumping higher. I'm not running faster. Like I'm timing myself. My times aren't getting better no matter what. I'm getting more sluggish after workouts. I'm in pain all the time now,
Right.
like more pain than usual. And so I just started doing some research, like what are some things that I can do to kind of get that edge back? And it kind of took me down the rabbit hole. I do a lot of research, a lot of study, and then it just put me down the rabbit hole. And it was just talking about how changing my diet would not only like have these physical changes in me, but it could psychologically change how I saw the world. And like as soon as I heard that, I was like,
Yeah, that would have got me right there. I'm like, what?
Let's
Hold
go.
up.
You feel me?
What's your sign, man?
Scorpio.
Oh, okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So
Okay, close. That makes sense. I'm a Libra.
okay, yeah.
Yeah.
We in there. But yeah, that was all. When it said that, I was like, oh, I'm gonna try this stuff. So as soon as I really got into it, like I'm one of those people who have a spirit, like I can just drop something. Like if I say, okay, I'm done with this for real, like I'll never do it again. Like when I said I was done going to clubs for clubbing, I ain't been to one since. You know what I mean? Like it's just not hard for me to let go of stuff. So I just stopped, and I kind of went from I had stopped eating pork a long time ago, but then I got rid of beef. Then I moved on to chicken. I substituted seafood for a while, and then I just decided to take that out as well, and just go strictly with like plants, man. Like I'm big. I'm like I do a lot of chickpea gumbo. I'll make enough for like 3 days, and then I just make a different version of it, and I just keep that rolling out.
You
know what I mean?
And I just make a different version of it.
Make a different
and just keep it pushing.
Just keep it pushing, man.
Damn.
Because I look at
Do
food
you
as
ever
like
miss
fuel.
meat? No,
Because I changed the paradigm from which I thought about it. Like like food is not taste for me. It's for fuel. Like whatever I feed myself now, my future self, that's what I'm gonna look like. So I always look like, well, what do I want to look like in 5 years? Well, whatever that is what I'm putting in my body right now. So that's how I look at it now. And it's like, it took a little bit of a hurdle. It was a mental hurdle. But once I got out of that frame of mind of like caring about the taste so much, then it was cool. I could eat cold kale. You know what I mean? And just be like, I know what this is doing for me. You know what I mean? And that's kind of what it is for me.
That's deep, man. That's discipline, bro.
Man, appreciate
That's
that.
some strong discipline.
Yes, sir.
As you were saying that, I was thinking in my head like, not eating for the taste. Cause for the most part, I live as a pescatarian.
Yes, sir.
I know people out there finna be talking shit though, cause they're gonna be like, JusB, your favorite food is hot links, though. So I definitely be cheating.
Respect.
But probably 85% of my diet is seafood.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean?
100%.
My wife's Hawaiian, so and she loves seafood too, bro. So what was it? What was it? You got Hawaiian people?
Oh no! I was saying.
I thought you was relating. I was gonna say, yeah, them Hawaiians, brother.
No, actually, one of my homeboys is actually Hawaiian, and he's like, his diet. I mean, the way this brother cooks better than anybody I know in the world. So it was like, when you were saying that, I was like, oh man, she probably cooking. That's what I was thinking.
Oh
Like,
yeah,
she probably cooking up,
bro. Kimchi. Bro, I love. So look, I'm gonna tell you a quick story. We're gonna get back on this. I gotta tell you the story though,
Yes,
right?
sir.
So we got together. And she told me she liked kimchi, right? And I was like, bet, I'm gonna take her to this kimchi restaurant, right? I'm already in my mind knowing I'm finna lie and tell her like, I come here all the time. This is my spot. I don't care if the people know me or not. I'm gonna act like they do. You know what I mean? I take her to the spot, right? I order kimchi, like, yeah, I eat this shit. In my mind, I'm praying. I'm like, please be at least half decent so I can eat this shit, cause what? Fermented vegetables? That shit sounded disgusting, right? And I love vegetables, bro, but I'm like, I know what the hell fermented mean. That don't seem right to me, right? Man, they brought that shit in that fried rice, bro. I loved it. Fell in love with it, man. And she was like, it just made it clear. She said, oh, you like kimchi? Oh, hell yeah. I was like, yeah. So it worked. It worked. Now I eat it every other day. I love it, bro. So I try to keep majority of my diet just vegetables, juice, tea. I love tea.
Yes, sir.
I do got a little small, minor coffee addiction, but for the most part, vegetables, teas, water, hella water.
Yes, sir.
And fish, bro. All kind of fish, cod. I know tilapia is a made-up fish, but I like tilapia. Fair, shrimp. Fair. Salmon is my all-time favorite.
Dope.
But I like I was able to convert over to a pescatarian for the most part because I also like the taste of seafood.
Yeah, fair.
You know what I mean?
That. I respect that.
So to eat it and not think about the taste, bro, that's discipline, man. Kudos to you, brother, for real. That's deep, man. Man, let's jump into this music career a little bit, man.
Sir.
How long you been doing the music shit? Such a cliche question, but
no,
whatever.
Good. No, I love it, man. It's definitely a passion of mine. I mean, it is my passion. Man, I would have to say I started touring 2008. Okay. So I used to just do spoken word. I used to write spoken word in high school and stuff like that. And it kind of had a bounce to it. And people would be like, yo, you almost sound like you rapping. You should try to rap. And I was like, no, man, I was so against rapping. Like, I was a fan of rap, but I was like, I didn't want to be a rapper. So I'm going to school. I'm in college now, playing football, I'm in school. I'm focusing on getting my marketing degree. Like, that's all. I'm really on that. But man, I get to parties, and this was still when like ciphering and stuff was still cool to do. You know what I mean? Like, you weren't going to a party and people weren't ciphering.
Right.
And I'm killing everybody. And so then they're bringing people out from the city and stuff like that, city of Dayton, and I'm killing them. And then it's like, I'm like, I go places, they be like, yo, he the one who rap. And like, everybody know me as the rapper. Right. So now,
that's him.
So I have these older cats that like really took me under their wing. Because after, bro, by my second semester, and I'll make sure I get through this quick. By my second semester of college, I was the most popular person on campus. Because what I did in my first semester is I literally was like, I was the man in high school. I'm not going to college to be no lame.
Right.
So I went and I introduced myself in every dorm. I walked to everybody's door, introduced myself, and I got to know people like that. And I was literally going on the streets, and they would be calling my name. They'd be like, James Wade. Like, it was like I was that. So like all these frats were recruiting me. So I just ended up having some big brothers, just some mentors and stuff like that. And they found out I did music. Got me into a club before I could get in the club, and then they literally promoted it, and I sold out the first show. It was over 500 people there to see me. And I had to write songs for the show because I didn't have any actual music out.
Right. Okay.
So I'm literally making songs to perform at these events. And so then after that happened, now I'm on the road. Now they put me with people. I'm like going out with like everything from like alternative artists to like the most hot cat in the city, right?
Right.
Like they got me everywhere. And I have nothing out. So I do this.
You was just ciphering, just doing ciphering.
That's it. And so I do this for a couple years. I was even Blessed Union of Souls came to our school. They was Grammy Award winning, and I went to a like Dayton's private and Catholic. So they didn't have a lot of hip hop acts, so they would always bring me in to do all the hip hop. But they would still put me on a card with like all these other different types of genres. So when I was starting to create music, I was learning how these people aren't just coming to hear hip hop. How can I appeal to them and still make them want to listen to me when they came for some alternative shit? Right. So even the way I learned how to get up. So long story short, I make a project my last year. I'm graduating, getting my degree. Thank y'all for the love. Y'all supported me. Y'all came out to every show. Here's a project for you. The project went viral. I had a song called Weatherman that blew up. And then from there, it was just, I had a mixtape with DJ Ill Will and Rockstar. I did a couple of mixtapes. I didn't actually start doing albums until I moved out here. Okay. So I toured with Big Sean, Wiz Khalifa, Mac Miller. I actually was on Mac Miller's first tour. Mike Posner took me under his wing for a while.
Mike Posner hard, bro.
Yeah, bro. See him.
Mike Posner is hard, bro.
Bro, so like just I literally worked, toured, mentored by these artists. Was given a lot of opportunities just based on people hearing about me, finding me, grabbing me here. We're going to put you here. We're going to do this. Just God was guiding my steps, bro. Like looking back on it, it was like I was not doing this in my own strength. I wasn't even doing it in my own knowledge. Like I knew nothing. Right. It was just God was like, hey, this person was like, yo, you are dope. We're going to put you here. I know somebody who knows somebody who knows somebody. And it was just happening like that. So that happened for me. So even before I hit Vegas, I had been on 2 international tours, 6 regional tours, and like 3 local tours before I ever touched down in Vegas. So one of the things about moving, I'm in a club one time with one of my mentors. Walk in, everybody's like, James Wade's here. Everybody's doing the lights on stuff, and my mentor is like, so we just gonna stay here forever? And I'm like, bro, what you talking about? We got all this. He said, but you better than this and you bigger than this. He was like, why don't you go do this somewhere else? He's like, you've done it. He said, you did it when you was at home. You did it when you was in Illinois. You did it now that you out here in Ohio. Why don't you go somewhere else and do this? He was like, keep going. And that was like a gut punch. And I was like, bet. So fast forward, I move here. I'm over here. Nobody knows me. I'm doing my thing. I'm just moving out in the scenes, and I'm just hearing about everybody. And like, you guys got a great media scene. So I'd always be watching the media and who they were saying.
Shout out to the media scene.
Vegas media is incredible. But long story short, like that energy of nobody knows me here. I'm not mentioned among the greats here. They don't even like, I'm not even accounted for whatsoever. That hunger helped re-spark a fire in me that I had lost kind of with the peaks and valleys of the career.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Because I had come off the road and had realized that people that was with me had been stealing from me. You know what I mean? Like people I thought that was my homies, people that I thought that I was down, I had to get rid of my whole team. And after that, I kind of lost the love to do it. Like I was still out here kind of doing it, but I wasn't doing it.
Yeah.
And so long story short, like being out in the scene, really connecting with people, feeling the scene is incredible. And just wanting that fire back is what helped kind of spark that next chapter of my career. So,
right.
And now we here. I released in the middle of nowhere, August last year. I by a blog called Let's Vibe TV. They gave me album of the year. So I think this laid my career to have that after all that I've gone through and all that I've experienced is like extremely humbling. And I feel like I'm in my prime now, actually.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Oh, in your prime in Vegas.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Yes, sir.
So how long do you think? Do you ever set a goal for yourself of like, all right, by the time this time hits, I want to already be that popping in that city or in that region?
No, not. I don't have a timetable for it. I used to kind of be on that where it's like it's got to be within this time, but I've just always understood like God's timing is perfect.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And like I've gotten to a point where like I've gotten buzz in certain areas of Vegas, which I know Vegas is extremely hard to break through because one, again, I have a extremely different sound that is not like nobody will sound like that, so they're like looking at me like that. And then of course like I'm an older gentleman, so I tend to be more in the subgenre of like trap soul conscious with gospel feel, and like that's more of a niche sound. Yeah. So I'm okay with understanding like you don't actually have to be the man here. You just, all I got to do is walk out of here as one of them where you go, yeah, he was fire. Because as I can say that in Vegas, I can also say that in Ohio. I can also say that in Illinois. I can also say that in Georgia. I can also say that in Tennessee. Right. So for me, it's just another notch on the belt, right? And so it's not really important for me to be like one of the top names because I think the top names will always and should always be people who born and raised in Vegas, right? Like, and I respect it because you come where I'm at. That clip is gonna go viral in Vegas. And that's real. That's real. And it should. I would never, because I never feel like
that's love, man.
When those conversations come up, if it's not including just who's out on the West Coast making noise, I don't expect to be in those conversations. Right. If it's just I have the respect to know who's the top people here. And again, I'm at a different point in my career where for me it's like keep making classic projects, keep giving people great experiences, keep being a leader amongst your peers, set a great example so other cats can follow and they can say like I could be doing this later in my career like him. Yeah. You know what I mean? And then just make sure that I'm leaving something that'll outlive and outlast me. The conversations, those are just talking pieces in the barbershop. Right. It's not when people come across me, like they'll remember I was here. Right. Like they do everywhere I've been.
That's super dope, man. So it sounds like unity is an important part of your life, man. Yes, sir. I think you kind of named things you do to create unification, man. But can you give us some more, man?
Man.
What's some things that you do, man?
Oh, I'm just big about extending my hand everywhere I go and being the light. So it's like when I go to events, man, I genuinely go there to support. Like people be thinking I'm performing at the events. They're like, "Oh, you here to perform?" I'm like, "Nah, I saw the flyer. I came out here to support y'all." And like just that, then it's like they'll go up there and they'll perform. I've been performing for over 20 years. I can tell people, I can pull them and say, hey, this will help your stage performance. Like, and they know, they be coming to me, oh, gee, what you think? Like, what? Because they'll see me get up there and they be like, okay, I know you do this. Yeah. And they can tell the difference. And I'm like, it's just age and experience. And it's like, I had people pull me. If I see something on social media, I'll pull a cat and I'll be like, hey, listen. You talented, bro. Keep your head on the right things. Make the main thing the main thing. Right. I see there's some stuff going on. Don't be in that, brother. I'll give them my testimony. I'll really share, hey, these are things that I went through too.
Yeah.
This is how I handled that. This is how I did this. And so it's gotten to the point where a lot of artists who have met me, they'll just come directly to me. OG, what you think about this? Hey,
Right.
man, I got this going on. Could you walk me through this?
That's
like
dope.
Tay Bands is somebody that I work with.
Hey,
really
man.
heavily. That's the
I was
homie.
going to ask you earlier, like, I know you know Tay Bands. That's my dog, man.
Yeah, he's actually on my album.
Yeah.
He's
Oh,
on,
yeah?
we got a track called Fab 5 on it. We shooting a video for it in like 2 months.
Yeah, man. I used to rock with another team that was actually a record label, Cash Valley Music.
Okay,
And,
I've heard that.
I interviewed Tay Bands and his little partner. I forgot his. My bad. He gonna see this and be
Cyreek.
talking. No, I don't think it was Cyreek. It was who was it? Who was it? It was a little light skinned dude. I told him he looked like my son.
I wonder if it's bad. Is it?
Before you leave, I'm gonna show you. I'll
Yeah,
show you the interview,
100%.
man. But I interviewed Tay Bands and I was gonna ask you, like, I know you know bros.
Yeah. When
talented,
I
man.
saw him out,
He
I
is
was
dope.
like, bro, you gotta. And like for me, because I've lived in so many different scenes. I genuinely feel like I know the music that would be transferable.
Right.
Meaning like, it's dope here, but it'll also be dope over here.
Yeah.
And we don't all have that. Like even
Mm-hmm.
I don't have that. I know there's some scenes where it's like mines just won't translate.
Right.
But when you find somebody who you go, man, this has a sound that would resonate in more areas than not, then it's like I always try to pull them. TMBA Brody. I
Yeah.
pulled him too.
Yeah,
He's
he
on my
dope too.
album too. So
Yeah.
that's like my album actually, I'm the only Southern person on it. It's all Vegas people.
Mm-hmm.
And like when you hear it, you
Right.
hear the marriage.
Yeah.
Like you hear it's like I still do me, and I bring them into this kind of like holistic Southern gospel kind of like Killer Mike album, like no blasphemy whatsoever, but like the way his album is arranged, my album is arranged similarly. Like
Right.
we just got that kind of gospel conscious feel,
Right.
And then they come in and they give these unique, amazing sounds and play a part, and bro, it just makes the album classic. Like that's
Right.
one of the best albums to come out, bar none, in 2023. I
Yeah.
would put everything on that. Like people hear, they be like, yeah, that's it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's him.
That's him.
That's
Yeah,
him. That's one of them ones,
yes,
man.
Sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah,
I
that,
put
hey,
everything on that.
them cats right there, man. They super talented,
Yeah,
man.
bro.
I always get anybody that brings up Tay Bands, and his name gets brought up a lot.
Yeah,
when I interview people,
He one of them ones.
he one of them ones, man.
man.
He
I stay on him. I say stay on the road, bro. Stay on the road. Send that everywhere because people are gonna resonate with what you do
Yeah.
at a very high level.
Facts.
And he's a radio. Like he came on, man. He blessed me. I was like, I don't have that radio feel. Like
Right.
that's not what I do. And I'm like, but I want one of them.
Yeah.
Man, I called him, bro. He came through, and I just was in the studio laughing because I was like, he just gave me a hit out his ass. Like he
Easy.
probably did. He thought about that for 2 seconds. I sent him the track. He was like, "OG, we get in the studio tomorrow." We was in the studio, and he gave me a hit. Like he killed it, bro. I was just so impressed, and he just did it so effortlessly.
That's
effortlessly. So
yeah, man. Shout out to everybody over there at the gas station. You feel me?
Man.
They be over there. I know you rock with Righteous Music.
yes, sir.
Now,
Yes,
bro.
sir, bro. He shows so much love.
We have a compilation that's coming out. I think in May. And he gonna be on there like the
Man.
Under the Hood team. You feel me?
He got
finna
that
make some room
vibe
for you.
He a spitter. He got that
Bro.
vibe, and he a good dude, bro. He just
Bro.
yeah. When I first met him, I did a show at the gas station studios.
Mm.
He was there. I didn't know that, and then I came to a cookout because I love battle rap.
Yeah.
I
The
love
cookout
battle
be
rap,
popping.
bro. That the vibe in there is incredible. So
Yeah.
I come up in there, and he's like, yo, you cold. And I'm like, oh, man. He's like, no, stop that. Humble shit. You
Right.
cold as hell. And I was like, bro, I appreciate you. But he showed me, hey, I listened to the album, bro. You different. I love what you doing. Blah. Like, he showed me so much love all
Yeah.
the time. And I love what he do. And that's what I appreciate. Like, if I'm already fans of people and they show me genuine love and support as
Yeah.
well, bro, They
man,
always be good in my book.
Righteous. So I'm gonna drop one album. Don't tell nobody. I mean, they just heard it, huh? But it's gonna be called Reflections.
Okay.
And I have a song on there called Life Lessons, and Righteous wrote the hook for me, man. And it's so dope.
Man.
I was like, now I've been trying to write a hook for like months for this, bro. I sent it to you, and he picked the beat as a matter of fact, and was like, bro, here's a hook too. And I was like, what? How do you the way y'all
He
do
in
that is
church, man.
amazing to me, bro. I also did spoken word, you know.
Yes, sir.
But when I said what I said, and it was kind of gospel, like more of a gospel spoken word, what I was talking about, the context of it.
Yes, sir.
And when they were listening, and after I got done, ain't nobody say nothing. I was like, I ain't want that reaction.
Yeah.
If this is the kind of reaction you get from spoken word, I'm cool. I'm gonna go do podcasting because what the fuck is going on? It made me feel some type of way. It honestly did.
No, 100%.
And that's part of the reason why I got into podcasting, because I was like, no, I need constant conversation. You feel me?
I respect that.
But I've never really been done well at turning it into rap. So shoot, all the artists that's on the team, bro, they're helping me just
Amen.
write and just helping me convert it into music form.
I can't wait to hear
You feel
this.
me?
Yeah, no, 100%.
Yeah, I'll show you something before we leave up out of here today,
Yeah,
man.
for sure.
Last but not least, bro. I mean, you've done so many things. You should be on. Me and IC Jones has a show called Active Ingredient.
Yes, sir.
It's only for people that have found success in what they do.
Yes, sir.
Their trade, their artistry. You should probably be on there too, because you found success in music. You
Yes,
know,
sir.
and that's dope as fuck, bro.
Thank you, man.
So congrats to you, bro. But what's next? I mean, like, what's the next thing? You know, like, I'm trying to be the go-to podcast network
Yes, sir.
in Las Vegas. I don't care who you is. You want to
Yes,
get
sir.
on a dope podcast? It's probably under the hood.
Yes, sir.
We got like 100,000 of them. You know
Yes,
what I
sir.
mean?
Yes, sir.
What's your goal though, man? Where you trying to take this thing?
Yeah, so on the music end, my biggest thing is to continue. I do like the I call it the Atomic Habits kind of format. Have you read
have
Atomic
not.
Habits is one of my favorite books, but it talks about how you with intention increase everything you do by 1%. So you go in and you say, okay, how can I change my marketing strategies and improve them?
I've
on
heard
what they
the
are, at least
analogy.
one-
I've not read the book though.
Yeah, and it's like, and even that, I mean, it's changed how I've done business. It's changed how I've approached everything. So my idea is like, I have a Love and Light series as an album. Like we did Go Where the Love Is, We're in the Middle of Nowhere, and then We'll Let There Be Light will be the next.
Yeah.
So I have literally a Love and Light album listed in the discography for the next 8 years. So
Okay.
all of my projects, concepts, and all are already finalized for the next 8 years. I sat down and I already planned that out. So I'm already there. So I have the music. Now it's just on the marketing end as far as business partnerships is to continue to scale those existing. I wasn't great even after I transitioned out here about reaching back to existing markets where I already had leverage.
Right.
I already had fan bases and things like that. I was so focused on like, let's build here. So now we're everywhere.
Yeah.
Right. And that's that. And then I've consistently worked with nonprofits, so that's also a passion of mine, is just to continue to do that. I go and I speak places. I do motivational speaking. You know what I mean? I got a life coach certificate. So in all of these areas, I just keep trying to scale up because everything's about scale, right? Like you say, it's like I want to be the best. For me, being the best in a space, being the most effective and the most efficient will garner me the results that I want. So the success that I would look for. Because like I said, I've been in music for so long, I didn't necessarily know the pathway, but it was like I consistently did very effective things, from networking to leveraging those connections into moves, to stacking those moves in a way where it highlighted my brand in a very specific way, knowing when to pull back and remove myself from the public, doing everything behind the closed doors, when to jump out and be a public figure again. All these things I've been very intentional about. And it's like, I'm just trying to scale all of them. So I want to see myself, because every year I'm like, I got to be stronger than I was the year before. I got to be in better shape. I got to have read more books than I read before, business, financial, literacy, leadership, growth and development. And then it's, then of course, music, the industry.
Right.
So it's like, because I'm reading Beyond Talent now. And it's like something in that book is going to spark something where it's going to create a new move in
Straight
me,
up.
right? And it's so, because I have such a great process, I'm going to end up with a scaled result. And so the idea is just scaling everything.
Yeah.
So the albums, if I'm capping out at around 230,000, which was what my last project did, Go Where the Love Is did. Then it's like I need to get in the middle of nowhere to 500,000.
Right.
And then the next one should be at 1 million streams.
Yeah.
And then the next one should be, and it's like I'm not
Facts.
trying to make the big jump. I'm just
The
every
progressive.
step. Yeah, and
Yeah.
I can look back and be like, I calculate, because it's, you know, with people trying to get rich quick, it's actually easier to be wealthy over time.
Yeah.
Than trying to be that. Well, same thing with the success. It's like if I'm trying to like, I'm not gonna get nowhere. But if I'm like intentional step,
Yeah.
boom, then I'm gonna end up scaling everything.
Yeah.
So that's really my goal.
Big facts, man. I like the way your mind works.
Appreciate
You feel
that,
me?
brother.
And that's the best way to do it. Baby steps.
Yes, sir.
It's part of the process.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? Like, and learning how to pivot. As long as you, bro, if you be like a mastered pivoter, you are good. It don't
Man,
matter.
I'm telling you.
Shit. Let me go this way real. Oh
Yep.
shit. Let me go this way real.
Don't
quick.
let the inside
And it-
show me
yeah,
something different and I'm
exactly.
moving. Yep.
Yeah, and it
100%.
and it just works.
Yes, sir.
You know what I
Yes,
mean?
sir.
People have asked me, bro, like, bro, how the one thing that we admire about you is you execute.
Yes, sir.
Right? We bring an idea to you. We know it's gonna really happen.
Yeah,
You're gonna
100%.
find a way to do it, and it's really gonna happen, bro. So that's a part of my thing. I'm really good at that because it's a part of my pivot. You know what I mean? Like I I gotta pivot. Shit, I gotta go this way real quick because over there ain't working no more.
Man.
You have to execute. You have to be able to execute to get on that progressive road to become successful in
Yes,
anything
sir.
that you do.
Yes, sir.
So kudos to you, man. I did not expect this interview to go this well.
Oh, man.
You know? But I mean, I didn't have any. There was no expectations on
Yes,
it.
sir.
To say the less. So it wasn't like I was thinking bad.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know, it
no,
was just no
100%.
expectation. I never have any expectations on any interview. I interview everybody at face value, bro. Like I want to know you right now. Now I can say beyond just what I see on social media. I know that guy.
Yes, sir.
You
Yes,
know,
sir.
and he
100%.
dope.
Yeah, no, I appreciate that, kid.
And he dope, man.
Hey, man, this
Hell
is a
yeah.
pleasure, man.
Before
You,
we
bro.
tap out though, man, of course you got to let the people that do not know you,
Yes,
you know,
sir,
your
of
new
course.
fans, because I'm
Yes,
sure
sir.
you got some.
Yes,
Let them
sir.
know where to find you, King.
Yes, sir. So I am James Wade on everything. I make sure it's very consistent. So you can find me on any social media platform under I am James Wade. Any streaming platform, you can find me under I am James Wade. So please reach out to me. I'm always down for collabs. I'm always down to, I'm always down to come to people's sessions and just be part of the vibe. Give some support, encouragement, give some guidance. Just to even be there as an experience for you to be a sounding board to bounce off of. So feel free to hit me up. I am James Wade at gmail.com. Again, I'm on X. I guess that's the new Twitter thing. I'm on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook as I am James Wade. So tap in with me. New album In the Middle of Nowhere out now. Show that some love, and I appreciate any eyes, any ears on anything I'm doing, man. I mean that. So
Hell yeah, that's super dope, man. Now, before we jump off of here, man, and get into our behind the scenes shit that we be doing around here,
Yes, sir.
which is always positive. Don't get it twisted. Normally, I would end the show and tell you like, "Hey, say something cool to motivate anybody in the world." But lately, I've switched it. I've made a pivot.
Yes, sir.
You know
yeah,
what I mean?
yeah. Call that.
So I just want to know, what's your ultimate, like your favorite quote, the one that just does it for you, man? What's that?
For as a man thinks in his heart, so is he.
Say it one more time.
For as a man thinks in his heart, so is he.
That's dope.
You see what I'm saying? And that's literally, I think I heard that first when I was 7 years old, and it stuck with me.
Yeah.
I mean, it stuck with me. And so, again, growing up in the world, especially black men, men of color, they don't always tell you your value, what you're worth, how important you are to making this whole thing work. But it's important that we know that for ourselves
Right.
and know that we make this whole thing move.
Yeah.
And the moment we stand up and we say, I'm going to make this move, you take an entire group of people with you. And that's how you create your community
Yeah.
and your tribe. So, for as
Yeah.
a man thinks in his heart, so is he.
I'm glad you said that, man. And this your first time on the show, so you don't know all mine. But it's everything I say all day, every day when people see me on social media. It's like, I need you to smile, laugh, and definitely motivate, right? But think about it. If you can smile one time a day or make somebody smile, laugh one time a day or make somebody laugh, get motivated or motivate somebody one time a day to change your life, bro.
100,000.
Everything. I know this is my wife. Yep, hold on, she gotta wait. But it'll change everything and how you move. You feel
Yes,
me?
sir.
The next is inspire one to inspire all. You feel me? I may have said something that inspired you. You gonna go tell the next person. They gonna tell somebody. It's
And
a
we
community. It's
inspired
community
everybody.
love.
Yes,
It's community.
sir.
It's community inspiration. You know
I
what I
love
mean?
that. I
And then
love
last
that.
but not least, you got to just be the best version of your motherfucking self. Period.
Yes, sir.
At all costs.
Yes, sir.
You know, when I learned how to do that, it saved my life, bro.
I'm telling you.
So continue to be James Wade. I love that your whole social media handle is I am James Wade. Continue to be you. Nothing less, but always something more,
Yes,
baby. You
sir.
feel what I'm
Yes,
saying?
sir, man.
And
I
thanks for
appreciate
tapping in with me. Hell yeah.
Man, this is great.
And we out.
Yeah, that was dope. That was dope. Yeah, that was a vibe. No, I definitely